Okay, let's come back to walk and get her a little bit more on the bit, halt and round. Yep, and then rounding. Yep, trying to keep the nose fairly much in the center. Yep, standing still. Good, till she rounds and drops a little bit more. So more relaxation in the neck. Flex a little left, and a little left. Don't let her back up. Stop again. Yep, she can. Yep, good. Flex left. Work that bit on the left. Good. Good. And give a little. And see if she'll just stay. And flexing again. And yep, good. And give and see if she'll just stay. Good. Now flex a little bit as you walk off. Don't let her just pull. Yeah, that's a balance thing. That her head and neck, that her balance stays back on her hindquarters, so her head and neck have freedom to stay rounded. Watch she doesn't go into travers.
Why do they do that?
What?
Put their haunches in.
Oh, that's their lack of symmetry. Unless there's something that the rider's doing. Which is more likely. Good. And come forward. Good. Just get nice rhythm. Full arena again. Straightness. This is Nancy's. Better. Good. Flexing right. We want her mainly to stay in good balance so she doesn't feel the need to snatch as she's falling forward. Yes, good. Don't let her fall forward and round. So if she keeps her weight somewhat back on her hind legs, she'll be able to round. And then when she is completely giving, you can offer her a little bit of the rein. A little bit of head to the wall leg yield. Working through the right side. Good. 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 Keep it. Work. Yes, very good. Good. And again, Francina. Head to the wall. Not too much. Yeah, good. And again. Not too much. Just enough to come. Yeah, and the rib cage move. Yes. 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 Good. And straighten. Good, Francina. And one more time. And move the rib cage. Yes. Yes. Move the rib cage. Good. Good. Now straighten back to the left. Don't let her fall. Good. Let's go across the diagonal. You can even bend slightly left when you come back. Don't let her fall. Good. Now across the diagonal. Good. And head to the wall leg yield. And once more. Flex left. Your shoulders back. Yes. Yes, and straighten. Good, Francina. And again, if you feel her losing that left side, yes. Yes, swing through. Flex left. Good, and straighten. Good. At C, transition to walk. Good. Good, Francina, long reins. So in order to stay rounded and balanced, you're activating all of her stabilizing muscles, because she can't just fall onto your hand or fall to the wall or wherever her body might go on its own.
Right.
And so she really works herself gymnastically and gains the ability to be straight and balanced between the back end and the front end, allowing her head and neck to have the arc that it needs, and not that she falls onto your hand as she releases. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick her up and let's do a leg yield. And again, it's the same thing. Can she stabilize and stay in position as she leg yields? Even that exercises muscles in the body, because in order to release, she has to be balanced. Good, flex. And then she has to be balanced in this walk, which is the hardest moment. Yeah, but be careful she doesn't drift off to the left. So her legs are going sideways there. Good, yeah, rounding. Good. And let's do our leg yields at posting. Yep, just work that out a little bit. Yes. Yep, just go one more long side. Doing one more head to the wall leg yield there. Yes, good. Careful your reins. If you need to go wide hands, that's a technique, but it isn't the place you always ride. Good. Good. And a little bit more. Go one circle and a little more forward. Let her feel like she can stretch down a little. It gives us a little more relaxation. You're still gonna round, yes. Working that left side. Good. Yep, turn on the quarter line. The left rein keeps her round, keeps her turning, keeps her balanced. Good. Leg yield, right leg moves the rib cage. You half halt and balance in the left, on the left rear a little bit more, Francina. It's over, forward, over, forward. Sideways, straight, sideways, straight. Good. And over, straight on the left. Yes, over,
Oh, for crying out loud,
straight
you
on
two.
the left. I know the dive by down, but
Hey, get somewhere else.
good. And
do
once
this.
again, your shoulders back. Good. Yep. And left half halt. Whoa on the left. Straighten. Right leg pushes over. Well done. Do it again. It doesn't have to look absolutely perfect. It has to be effective. You have to make sure that you have the lateral aid and you have the balancing and collecting aid on the left. Good. The lateral was good. The collecting was iffy. Do it again. Over, and now balance back. Almost head to the wall leg yield. Flex left slightly. Yup. Yup, good, good. That was your best moment. Do it again with that in mind. Straighten on the left, straighten on the left, straighten on the left, straighten on the left, straighten on the left. One more time. Less lateral, more balance on the outside. And bounce back. Whoa. And over. And bounce back. Yes, better. At A, transition to walk. Good, and long reins. So anybody can put their leg on and get a horse to move over. Not everybody can half halt and have the horse rebalance after you've put the lateral leg on. So the important part is, or equally as important to the horse moving off the inside leg, is that the horse allows you to maintain the balance on the outside leg.
Okay, now that one time you had me do kind of like a head to
Yes.
the wall. Okay.
So that's just an exaggeration. So you were pushing over and then you actually pushed backwards.
Okay,
You'd head to the wall leg yield.
okay.
So that is an exaggeration of just the half halt to rebalance as you are going sideways.
Okay.
Let's go
Is
the
that
other.
kind of like what I remember? Because I just asked you about. Because I think head to the wall leg yield sometimes even in the half pass, like to balance that shoulder.
Yes,
So it's the exact
exactly.
same thing,
It's
right?
exactly the same
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, I use that dang thing all the time. It's like,
No, you do.
I
That's
mean,
the
it's
thing,
like
yes.
always, okay, what, I mean,
That's
it's like,
right.
always I'm using that movement.
Yes.
Not bit, just,
Well, it is the collecting part of that, of each exercise. So if it's leg yield or half pass, it's the collecting part. It makes the horse sit back on its hind legs. I'll get down.
what happened? Oh, she pooped?
Yeah. So, thinking about what you have to do, work that outside a little bit before you even get into your leg yield. Because you know you're gonna have to balance on the outside.
Get it in the bucket, Ann.
I was just gonna comment on how good I was at that. Then it fell off. Okay, good. So now you have a lateral aid, and you have a balancing aid to the outside. Yes, pretty good.
Does she look like she's off to the right?
Yes.
Okay.
It was too, oh. Well, I'm finished fixing that saddle. Yes, good. Good. One more. So she collects a little better on the right side than she did on going the other way. So lateral and half halt through the right. Yes, make her shift back. Yes, good. Here's your piece of jewelry.
Woo! Thanks. Oh, that's what I lost. I lost the stone out of it.
Oh, wait, you lost what?
A stone out of it.
Oh, yeah, no, there wasn't one. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, when I picked it up, there was no stone in it. But you were over there, go look over
Yeah, I
there.
thought something fell over there.
Yeah, that's when you noticed.
You don't wear your diamond jewelry to the barn. I have earrings that are diamonds, but they're pretty well stuck in there. I wear these all the time.
Good, one more time. Just watch out for Nancy, who is treasure hunting. Okay, too much lateral. All right, good. Let's do it once more on this side. Good, lateral, keep your shoulders back, and now bring her weight back on the right rear. Back, 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 and then a transition to walk, good. Okay, Francina, let's come down here and look at the canter.
How's Karen's horse doing?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, once we got those shoes off. They were just making him go all over the place. He just didn't have, as big and strong as he looks, they're big shoes. And big for his foot and everything, even when he came. And it was like a rock on the string, you know, just, he was willy-nilly, and now he's like this, because it's his body moving his leg, not the shoe moving his leg.
Oh,
You know, it just was too much weight
yeah.
for a youngster. And it makes them go like that, but
Ugh.
that's how they get injured. Yeah, half hold on left. So this side, you have to, yeah, keep left balance. This is the harder side for her to balance. Good. Yeah. Yeah. And then left balance again. So this is tricky because, yes, good. Because she wants to take the wrong lead. Good. Round down a little in the right and canter right. Good. Stay back. Stay back. Hands quiet. Good. Stay back and straight on the left. Stay straight on the left. Atta girl. Good. Straight on the left. Good. Sit quiet so you are not rocking. Good. And then back to collected trot. Posting trot, not collected trot. Posting. Bounce back on left rear so we could get into collected trot. Yes. Sitting. Yeah, bounce back and round and walking. Good. Stay and walk. Keep left straight. Keep left straight. It's tricky, but we have to work on getting her to do it properly. We kind of are going between the way she was taught and what would be more correct on this right lead. Yep, that's good. All right, so ask, yeah, don't let the left shoulder fall out, and ask for right lead canter. Yes, yes, good, good, and then just sit back and soft. Yes, sit quiet, don't let her tug away from you. She stays back on the hind legs, up in the front legs. It's through your shoulders, not your hands. Through your shoulders. That's all right, Post?
So that little calmer shoulder in at that canter would help,
Yes.
right?
Actually, it would be actual shoulder in that would really help.
So, okay,
She would need more definitely, so the counter shoulder in will keep the haunches in, which is we're trying to get the haunches to stay out. So that's why it has to be actual shoulder in for the canter.
so I'm looking at, like, it's more like she's like this, like, and there's,
She's in trot.
yes, and like more activity needs to be on the inside.
We'll just watch for a second.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just trying to,
Yeah, no,
I
that's
mean,
okay.
it's kind of an interesting learning thing.
Good, so she kept her, Francina kept her right hind leg over
So
to the
just-
center of her body.
Okay, so just keeping the shoulder in to keep her straighter so she's not in travers? Like move the
Yes.
shoulders over?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. All right, and come back to posting trot, well done. And we're gonna show Bridget something, okay? Sitting, walking. Now, what you did that time that was very good is you kept a hold of her inside hind leg. Did you feel that?
Yeah.
Good. Can we do it, can you show us again?
We have to make sure it's not a fluke.
We have to make
So
sure.
she
it's
always
not
says to me.
That's right. Didn't just happen on its own. Good, so you're gonna bring shoulder in and keep that right hind leg. Shoulder in. Yep, good, and canter. Yes, so that stayed more underneath.
Okay.
Good. So she's getting better and better. Gymnastically, she's really improving in the right lead canter. Good, don't you rock, don't you rock. Back to, if you get to a place where you can't help but rock, come back to trot. If she just gets too strong, that isn't very good canter for her to practice. Good, and walking. Good, Francina. So can you feel what I was, Bridget was asking about was, we're trying to correct that travers position that she kind of required to get into canter. And this is a more balanced,
Right.
side to side position and a strike off. And then what happens is that you can actually see the joints of that inside hind leg flex more than when she would have been in travers.
Travers is when the haunches are
In.
in, okay.
So, and you can ask for travers, or the horse can just give travers, and when you ask for it, it's correct, and when they just throw themselves there, it's incorrect.
Yeah, because when it comes time to ask her, she's not gonna want
Yeah, that's
to.
right. Yeah, they're not so easy to give it to you when
It's
you
so
want it.
funny. I know, because it is true. Like,
Well,
I
it
think
is.
I think about Cy, and okay, I'm always like thinking, get your haunches out, like, because he wants to do that to the right.
Right, and then it comes to travers.
And then when I'm asking for it, although he does do it pretty well to the right, it is easier. It's to the left that he has a harder
Yes.
time, but that's because that's
Yes, that's the,
that's
She
the
just gets
bend
all
that's easy.
kinked up going to the right. I can feel her whole body. She like flings in.
well, but
On
you're
the rear.
correct, yes, but
It's
you are,
straightening it,
we
yep.
slowly,
Yes.
one little step by one little step. I mean, before, remember, you had to like bend her like this
Yeah,
just to get
yeah.
right in canter. She never once picked it up wrong today.
I know. So good
So,
girl.
so let her have her head and walk.
That's what I used to say about
she's
Tia. She
looking
would
better, too.
get like a little piece of macaroni
Yes.
in that direction.
And sometimes you have to let them do the best they can
Yeah.
and show them that that is, to the extent that they were offering it, it is correct. We have more to do, but what is the saying? Don't let perfection ruin the good.
Don't let perfection ruin the good.
Yeah, so don't let your striving for perfection
I see.
ruin the fact that what she offered you was good.
Right.
Now, don't let her swim around. All right. Let's try it this way. Let's get her a little bit more on the bit. Rounder. Rounder.
Elated for Gabriella. Finally, I got it when you first were gonna have the party, and then I lost it in a big pile of
thank
legal
you.
papers.
I will give that to her. Good, and think shoulder four, so even this way you have to think a little shoulder four. Hey! I just need a squirt gun right here.
Yeah, I need a whole.
Hole in it, do a hole in there. Could probably get one of those. Could be scary.
Could be effective though.
Yes, now sit really soft. Stay back, don't pump. Don't, yes. 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 Yes, don't pump. Yes. Back to collected trot posting. Yep, soft. Yep. Good. Good. And walk. And walk with her just a tad. When you get to the center line, left lead canter. And canter. Yeah, don't get too slow. So there she picked up counter canter. It just got a little bit too tight and too slow. Good. And now just walk with her just a little so there's a little more flow. Just a little more flow. Yeah, she has to stay round. Sometimes she decides she's just like done with all this. And yeah, wait till you get to the center line. Walk with. Let her relax a little bit. Now just slide right leg back. Yes, nice, good. Yeah, keep your balance back. Yeah, don't pump. Little bit of touch to balance her back. Yes, and then you don't hang on. Don't hang on. Good, and posting trot. A little bit when you give, she goes on the forehand, but that's okay. We have to give a little and find out what happens. Now, half fall through the outside. Outside. Yep. Yeah, she's really falling right. Careful that you keep as much weight in your left stirrup as in your right. Your saddle's slipping to the right a bit. Go down a little rounder. And canter one more time. Nice, good. Good, stay back. Help her stay back on her hind legs. Through your shoulders that attach to the haunches. Good, and back to posting trot. Whoa, yeah, she's really good. Okay, and walk for a second. So Francina, your saddle's really falling to the right.
Do you think her girth's loose?
Let's see. Check your girth. See if that's tight enough. All right, so let's go ahead and pick her up. I want to watch just a little bit of trot down the long side so I can see if we fix that. Do you feel straighter? Yeah, your left stirrup looks shorter. So look down, or just put your weight in your left stirrup and see if you can bring the saddle back to the left. Okay, and then go straight down the long side, and let's go to sitting trot. And trotting. Good. Head to the wall, leg yield once more. Sit. 1, 2, 1, 2. So she has to come back after canter and be round and soft and quiet on the bit. Good. And you work on your sitting trot a bit. A little bit left rib cage into the corner, turning the forehand. Ride one more head to the wall leg yield. We're trying to get her to put the saddle to the back to the center. Rounding. Yes, straighten. Still going, isn't it?
I think Francina collapses a little bit to her right too. Like,
Well, she will if that's going there.
yeah, I mean, that's just how her right shoulder definitely looks dropped
Yes.
and she looks collapsed on the right side.
Good. But she's falling over there.
Yeah.
Good. Let's have you go the other way. Robin is gonna go, oh, you ladies in here falling to the right. And across the diagonal. As you can then come this way, head to the wall leg yield again. Good, and straighten. And then posting trot, let her stretch down. Just a little. I'm just watching her back, her saddle. Good. And then walking. Straight going this direction. And then turn around and walk down the long side at walk again, and let's see how it looks now.
On that way?
Yeah, just walk straight down the long side. So she's definitely longer in her right stirrup. Or saddle's definitely going to the right. The haunches in here.
No, careful.
Ronver, put the haunches towards the wall. All right, just walk on down here. So Francina, we need to adjust your saddle, either have it adjusted or we can shim it. You don't have any shims in there right now, do you? No? Did you say no? So I think what we should do is try to put one in the right hind, the back on the right to start, and then maybe we put one on the left front. And we see if that makes the correction. Because right now you are really sitting off to the right. That's better.
Maybe it's because the saddle got all funky, got all cockeyed from being too loose. Because before you had mentioned shimming it in the front to bring it up a little bit.
Right, but it is definitely falling to the right. So it's down too low. I
wonder if
mean,
even a thin line, because that pad she has, like, I always use a thin line. Now, that pad is kind of
slippery?
Yeah, that's how I feel with it. I always put a thin line under it when I ride her in that pad.
All right, well, we can try that too.
Because it's real fuzzy, like, sometimes the
It
thick
allows
fuzzy
the
pads.
saddle to move.
Yes, that's how,
So
that's
if it
kind of
allows
funny.
the saddle to move, if the pad allows the saddle to move, or encourages the saddle to move, then every time she moves, or you move, then the saddle's gonna go off to the side. Anyway, it's really hard I did notice it moving a little bit on me,
Okay.
and, so I think that,
Do you have a thin pad without all the fluff on it, or no?
All the what?
Without all
fleece-
the fleecy fuzz on it?
I have a thin pad at home. I mean, I have a thinner one, I gotta wash them.
Okay, or, yeah, like, what I was gonna say is, you know, I have my thin lines, and you can always use one of my pads that are the thin ones next time you ride, just to try it.
Okay, I have a thin one, so if they're at home, I just put
But
this
we
on.
wanna put the thin line, which is that piece, that half,
Oh, I don't
that.
have one of those.
You- I
well,
have two. You can borrow
borrow
mine.
one of Bridget's.
Okay,
And then let's see if that stabilizes you,
okay.
without any shims.
Okay, all right.
And then if it needs to have a shim, then we'll put a shim in. But it ends up screwing up the horse and you, because
Oh,
like
yeah.
what we can see is that you are
Yeah,
too much to the right, and then she's upset about that, and, I mean, you really wanna stay really stable on her.
right.
We expect her to be like perfectly symmetrical, and yet we're kinda
Yeah, screwing
scooting
her up.
around up there in the wrong place, and
Right. Okay. So it was a lot easier for me not to rock in the saddle. I get it. Going to the left, her left lead, because of that right lead is so not as coordinated.
right.
Yeah.
No, but I thought that your candidate parts to the right were the best I've seen. In,
Good.
in terms of straightness and using her hindquarters.
They were good last time too, remember?
Oh, I don't, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they were.
Last time they were
I'm
really
sorry,
good.
but it was last time.
Right.
Don't you remember, Ann?
They're like 24
Yes,
horses
we
ago.
expect you to remember all of our beautiful moments.
Oh, I do. I go in and I write them down. The date, the time, how beautiful you were. She wore such a lovely ensemble. Jewelry flying.
I always take all my stuff, I have a little bag in the car.
I do
From
too.
work that I take all my jewelry off.
But it's been a long couple of weeks.
All right, ladies, I gotta go over to Jennifer's.
Okay, thank you.
Both for me.
Okay, where are we going, ladies?
I want to look at this.
I go where you guys go.
And
The thin line goes underneath the saddle, right?
Yes,
In
on
between the
top of the
saddle?
pad and underneath the saddle.
yes.
So am I riding in Paul's clinic
Well,
or am I not riding in Paul's
What do
clinic?
you wanna do?
I mean, I like riding if, you know,
I do not have a problem with it, so if
Okay.
you want to, sure.
what time?
Yeah,
I just don't want to embarrass you.
no, you're fine, you're fine. He knows you and,
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a horse that you are that familiar with.
Yeah, no, not that
Um,
familiar, but he's a good.
And it
he's a good
doesn't
teacher
have
for
to
me.
be, I mean, work on whatever things are really the best to do. You don't have to work on canter.
Right.
Because canter is just new to you
Mhm.
with him, so you don't have,
Sorry, we're going to Shakers.
Okay, I'll be
Same
there in a
old
minute.
Our good old.
Our good old
Stand by.
staple.
um,
Okay.
yeah, I
Great.
think it's fine. And I think that